we are so pleased now to welcome our next guest, Notre Dame and NFL all-time great quarterback, Joe Theismann. Joe, welcome to the fight.
Thanks, Malik. Great to be here. I'm styling today. I got it on tonight.
I've done a few interviews and profiling.
Before. I didn't have to dig very far to find one. You know that. They're laying around the house all over the place.
I love it. And, we want to jump straight into it. Quarterback to quarterback, one of our brothers in the Notre Dame quarterback family, Ian Book, crossed over that great number 30, being the all-time winningest quarterback in Irish history. Now, are you surprised that he's not getting more recognition as a contender for the Heisman?
I am a little bit. But then again, the kid at Alabama's not getting that much. Trevor Lawrence is getting it. I mean, it seems like everybody in the top four should be in consideration. There's other guys out there. I think it's going to be a pretty good draft for quarterbacks going forward. But you and I both know, Malik, it isn't the fact that you're drafted in the first round, second round. Joe Montana was a third-round pick. I was a fourth-round pick. And we went on to have, decent careers, I guess you could say, in professional football. It's just a question of being able to get in. It's like college. The most important thing is to get in. Yeah. Then you can figure out what you have to do when you get there. But I am a little bit surprised that people aren't talking about Ian a little bit more with the record that he's put together and really the way he's played. I just thought he took a leap forward this year in so many different areas. He still scrambles. He's smart with the football. He protects himself, which is one of the things I hammer away on young quarterbacks. You ought to know. I told you that. Is that you just have to protect yourself to keep yourself on the field, and that's what he's been able to do.
And especially keeping healthy is the best way to be available to your football team. And it's really coming down to this last week, and this another matchup is one that can solidify Ian's legacy even more going against Clemson and everything that they're bringing. And what do you think about just the game coming up this Saturday?
I think it's a great, great football game, first of all, and it's terrific that we're matched against Clemson to have the opportunity to dispel this theory that, the last time we played them, they didn't have Trevor Lawrence. Well, they've got Trevor Lawrence now, so let's see what their excuse is going to be on Sunday after we beat them on Saturday. I guess that's the best way to look at it. But I think when I looked at the first game, I really believed that it was Ian's football game. The game against Clemson a few years ago, down in Texas, he got overwhelmed a little bit. I think he learned from that one. But this one, he made smart decisions, threw the ball very well. I think Tommy's done a terrific job as an offensive coordinator in calling plays. And Coach Kelly deserves a lot of credit during these crazy, crazy times to keep everybody available. And I talked to Brian on occasion, and he would say, look, I appreciate what you say about me, but these guys have really taken it seriously. They understand what's at stake. They understand the risk that they're at. And they really watch out as far as COVID goes. And Ian's the leader of that football team. There's absolutely no question. He's going to need another stellar performance against Clemson for us to be able to win. Make no doubt about it. That's one heck of a football team. But you know what? So are we.
I agree, and I think Ian is definitely one step away from really putting in that work that is so required to really take that step in the college football playoffs. And speaking of defense, you got Coach Clark Lee, who's facing the top quarterback in the country in Trevor Lawrence. And with everything encompassing with Trevor, what do you think is going to be best for Clark Lee to be able to do to stop Trevor and those offensive weapons now that they're at full strength?
I think you can't give Trevor a chance to stand back there and be able to look too long at the secondary and give his receivers a chance to do a lot of things. We know that a couple of years ago, they went deep quite a bit when they had young guys. They were just freshmen then. Now they're seniors. And juniors on their football team. I think you have to be able to make him uncomfortable. I think if he gets uncomfortable, he'll put the ball and he'll give us some opportunities to get some turnovers. But you have to be able to bring pressure, but you have to pick your moments. I think we have to be smart. And really, if you look at our football team, our lines have really been, I think, the outstanding aspects of it. We've had great play in a lot of different places. Talk about Ian and the other guys, but the truth of the matter is everything in football starts with the guys up front on the offense and defensive lines. And that's where our guys, I think, on the defensive line have really stepped up. And I think they're welcoming this challenge. I think Coach Lee has basically said to him, hey, look, Trevor Lawrence, supposed to be the Heisman Trophy winner and all this kind of stuff. You know what, guys? It's our chance to be able to make a statement. And I think that's what he's going to tell those guys.
It's something different in the air this year compared to years before, and I'm especially excited about Saturday because we deserve it. I think this is the time that we really put ourselves back on top like we really belong.
I agree with you. I really do. Our program's been building. We've been knocking on the door. Like I say, Coach Kelly, I think, has done an incredible job. I mean, you look at the classes that we've recruited, the guys, and a credit to our guys, they stay.
Yeah.
You know, they want to stay. They want to be at the University of Notre Dame. That's what University of Notre Dame athletics is all about. And that's why tonight is so important. You know, we at the university, you learn so much about life being participant in athletics, especially at the university. I wouldn't be the man I am today if I didn't have a chance to play football at the University of Notre Dame and get my education there. I honestly believe that the university shaped who I was as a person. And in particular credit, I could never, ever do a Notre Dame interview without mentioning my good friend, Roger Valdesari, who changed my name, even though he didn't win the Theismann. He changed my name to rhyme with it. And that's who I am today. You know, 50 years later, I still have the same name I had at the University of Notre Dame. I entered with one that was different, and I left with a different one that I've had for so long. But the athletic department does so much for our men and our women, and everybody has stepped up, whether it's hockey, whether it's lacrosse, whether it's baseball, whether it's basketball. It doesn't matter. Our programs have really been great. Soccer, you can name one after another. And look at what athletics has done at the University of Notre Dame. And it's all because of people that are out there watching this now. Without you, it wouldn't happen. The athletes wouldn't have a chance to be able to do the things that they can do at the university. We've got the best facilities. We've got the best coaches, and we've got some terrific young men and young women that represent the university in such a wonderful way.
Well, you said it as best as anybody could ever say it, especially hearing it from an all-time great NFL quarterback and Notre Dame great himself, Joe Theismann. Thank you so much for joining the fight.
Great. Listen, Malik, it's great to be with you. Please, everybody, stay safe. We're going to get through this, and we'll be able to hoist that national championship trophy. And you know what? The players may hoist it, but all of us that are Notre Dame grads, we're going to have a piece of it too.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Thank you so much now.